And we're live. What's going on, everyone?
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Somber, very
Dan
somber
is tired.
faces.
Oh, is he sad about the Queen?
Yeah, I thought we'd start off by talking about today's tragedy.
The passing of Elizabeth.
Finally,
No,
justice
not
for
the
Diana.
Queen, not the Queen. Casey's forgot cheese on my pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Queen.
We're talking about things that actually affect us. I forgot.
Oh,
Relevant.
my
topics.
good luck getting English walnut now. Idiot.
Can you imagine if those bozos?
That shouldn't be that
stuff?
funny. That shouldn't be that funny.
Guys, so Jef and Jess from Two Moose are joining us this week reluctantly, and we're super excited to have them.
Due to a bet they lost in Austin
We swear the check will not
months
bounce.
ago.
I promise. Wait till Monday.
Yeah. Cash it this time next year. That thing will go right through.
No, I predate the checks, not predate. Post-date?
Post-date?
Post-date.
Yes, like Postmates.
It's a year post-dated, so we're good.
The same thing.
All right.
Yeah, how do you
welcome,
forget
everyone.
cheese on a pizza? That's what I want to know, Adam.
Dan, do you
weird.
want to tell everyone
Oh.
why you're so upset today?
Yeah.
It-
Casey's forgot cheese on my pizza today.
Like none at all?
None at all, dude.
Also,
I opened it
What
up
did
and
you-
I was
what
like,
happened when you called him? What did they say?
I didn't. I just ate it.
You just fucking slammed it.
I
It's
just
like,
ate it with
Fetal
sadness.
sad.
These bastards.
Just use cheese instead of cheese. You just had tears on the slices.
It was. Oh, everybody knows I love Casey's Pizza, but like, I opened the box and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Did you cry?
A little bit. There was some tears.
Honestly,
But
What is this?
When I picked up the first slice, all the hamburger and all the sausage fell off, and I was like, "See,
hamburger
what
sausage.
happened?"
Wait, there's a lot more going on with this pizza.
Yeah, this is the most Nebraska situation I've ever heard anyone be in ever.
Wait, but explain this to me. Is the cheese on
They
the
forgot
bottom?
the lettuce.
Is it like the Chicago pizzas? Or like
Cheese
the
goes
sausage?
on the top.
On the top. Okay, so like regular American pizza. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. 'Cause Chicago, they
Chicago.
do cheese below and then sauce on top.
Chicago doesn't count. I think they're British. They're
They're British.
they're crying about the
seceding.
Queen right now.
Yeah. Oh, they're really upset. Hope
Are they?
I don't
all
know.
those idiots with those NFTs are gonna lose all that money. It's a T joke.
Totally know
No,
what those
that
are.
was a long stretch. I'll stop.
I don't know what the hell that's about.
T, British. I don't know.
NFT.
NFT.
Oh,
Type of tea, right?
T. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I get for trying to be funny.
Wow.
I laugh.
Tiny mallets for life.
Yeah.
You got some fans in the audience. Oh, it's Emma.
My brother-in-law
Oh,
was
it's
saying
Emma.
this, and Emma's like, "Oh, Evan, I forgot to tell you. Peter has the people that made the tiny mallets," and he goes, "Nice." So you're tiny mallet people.
Jef and Jess, let me get this right out of the way. Are you going to Maker Camp?
No.
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Why are you even here?
We're actually going to Mexico instead.
Okay,
Sounds so much better.
I'll
honestly.
allow it. That is
Sounds
sounds
okay.
amazing.
It sounds
We
so
were
much
we
better.
were really debating it, and then I talked to Mike, and he made it sound like
Mexico
it
and
was
margaritas or
a horrible
Maker
time,
Camp.
so we just-
Mike's made it sound like a prison camp.
It's not like great accommodations. I mean, Mexico sounds better.
I mean,
So,
our accommodations are going to be pretty great.
Ironically, you can't drink the water in either place.
yeah, ours are good.
That's true.
Have you guys
And
ever?
I talked to Craig from Barefoot Forge, and like, if
Big
you know
mistake.
Craig, so I think he was trying to sell it to me, and he just made it sound way worse than it was.
Craig, he was on Stoop, which is like a Zoom call we do with a bunch of makers last week, and the way he was pitching it, I was like, "You haven't described the event at all," and it makes me not want to go.
Was he just talking about
He was describing
his
how crazy his party's
$65,000
gonna
of hotel rooms or whatever?
He was like, "It's gonna be the craziest party. We're gonna be just smashed all the time. There's gonna be this. We got these sponsors and whatever." And I was like, "Tell the people about the events. There's a lot of cool stuff happening.
We're actually going to make things, right?
We're gonna make things memories, Dan." We're gonna
Well,
make
that's
memories.
usually what I try to make memories, but I typically forget.
I make forgetsies with rum.
This is true.
I forget.
Have you guys ever been to it or no?
No.
No. Okay.
You ever been to Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah. You going to the same spot?
Well, then I take back my criticism. I mean, you've been to Mexico. You haven't been to Maker Camp. It should have been an easy one.
You
I
still
need
made
a
the right
break.
choice.
And when we go to stuff like that, it is
Yeah.
exhausting.
I know a break sounds
Oh, yeah, it
so
is.
good. Like it's just like having
Versus
to be on
6
for
days
those
in Mexico,
events.
I'm doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't
sounds
have people asking you what hashtags to use for like
Next
6
year.
days.
Hashtags. They don't even count.
It's like it's definitely worth. It's fun to go. It's fun to go. It definitely feels
It's
like
going to be a blast.
like a
Mexico will be a blaster.
oh that'll be a blast year.
Blast
the thing is-
year, blast.
Like Mike and Dan are flying in, but like they're hooking up with me and we're driving.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah, but like most people have to like fly to an airport, rent a car because it's not close to an airport, or
It's not close to anything, even
It really
Airbnbs
is
or
not.
hotels.
although we did find a good
Where
one,
are you guys staying?
like 5
A
minutes
super
away.
secret
house- We
location
got a
that we
house like
can't.
5 minutes away.
We rented a whole house, but we're not going to share anybody where
No,
it's at.
We don't want a bunch of drunk people showing up.
And
I
we
want to be
don't
able to
want
be done at
people-
the end of the day and just going to bed. And
and we don't want
having to be
people
on.
trying to book it out from under our feet next year.
Yeah.
There is a good amount of Airbnb. Some are a little rough around the area, but no,
This place
we're
has a
lucky.
pool.
Has a pool that'll be closed in October.
And
but
a hot
it has
tub.
one.
Does
Oh,
have
it
a
won't be
hot tub?
available to
Oh,
use?
hot tub. No,
Oh, damn it.
I wish
I
it
mean-
had a hot tub. I would have.
The pool's not going to be open?
I'm assuming it's
I
October.
guess-
It's gonna be cold.
Oh, yeah, I guess it'll probably be cold, huh? Yeah, it's
I
totally
mean,
different.
if it's open,
October is like,
Dan,
we're
you're more
still
than
hot out here.
more than welcome.
I'm
to
It's
a-
not
So hot,
108
yeah.
degrees in
Yeah,
Sacramento.
it was 108 today again.
Oh,
It's the worst.
oh my god.
It's,
thank
it's
you.
real bad.
Where does your shop stay at?
It was 71 in the both shops all day.
Oh, it's amazing.
Those
Wonderful.
those mini splits are
How
incredible.
many BTUs are
Oh,
they
yeah.
each?
Each one's 18,000.
Oh wow, and that
And then
is fine for the big shop.
it was 108 today.
Wow.
The big
All right.
shop is the wood shop. The wood shop's bigger than the
Yeah,
new
yeah,
shop,
that's
the
what
new
I'm-
building.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's great. It's 71 in both shops, and we were running both dust collect. Everything was running all day long. We knocked out
Then-
so much stuff today,
Those dust collectors put off the heat too.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah, they
it
do.
gets so hot in there. It was. I mean, before they were when it was 95 outside, and we were working, it was 93 in the shop just from the dust collectors, and that's with me like opening it up in the morning. It was miserable. So,
Jeez, because you guys have the
yeah, and then
P-Flux
Daniel
3,
Langley's.
right?
I have the
Your
3
shop?
and the
Sorry.
1.
Fuck.
Well, you have the
Avenger 429 said apparently that Montezuma's mud butt is more fun than Maker's Game.
oh, I mean, you can get that at Maker's Cap too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But Jeff and Jess, you guys have the C-Flux, you said, or the P-Flux?
C-Flux
C-Flux.
3
The
and
C-Flux.
we have the X-Flux 5
Oh,
coming
the new one.
tomorrow.
Ooh, fancy
Are
schmancy.
I
you
really want to
replacing
hear
or
your thoughts
adding
on that.
Oh, sorry.
So the main reason I bought it because of the noise. It's like 20 decibels quieter than
The C-Flux is so
3.
loud. So loud.
So loud. It's like a jet engine. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's like 90 decibels. Like it's like the DeWalt
Yeah.
planer.
Ooh.
The P-Fluxes
Screams.
are way quieter. They're like 20 or 25 decibels quieter than
Yeah.
the C-Flux.
I think the X-Flux
they're
is
loud.
like
It's even quieter than that.
20, I
It's
think
got-
it's 20 or 25 quieter than the C-Flux.
Neat.
Yeah, the X-Flux has like a full square cabinet around it with acoustical foam around the whole entire thing. It's
But
smaller,
I think it's
smaller
got a
hopper.
It's got a small hopper and it's
Yeah.
only single stage. It doesn't have the dual stage cyclone on it.
It doesn't?
No. It doesn't
Oh.
have the separate system. But
You know,
I'm not
I have the
sucking up big
P-Flux.
chunks anyway.
I have the P-Flux, and I kind of wish it didn't have the HEPA filter because that thing clogs up. And
Doesn't
I
it
hate
have the
I have
auto
no-
clean though?
Mine
No,
don't.
it
Not
doesn't.
his.
Mine has.
Mine-
auto.
I have-
has the auto bullshit.
I have the P-Flux 1 and 3, and I have no issues with
I
them.
got my
think it
P-Flux
has
before they had the auto clean option, I think, maybe.
Same. I don't have auto clean. They just came out with
It
auto
was
clean for
annoying at
those.
first, and then I was like, "Oh, this is fine," because it
Dude,
kicks
that
on
dust-
every
that-
other time it starts.
I have the piss off the neighbors clean version.
Yeah.
You take it out in the
that-
yard and beat it with
drum
a hammer
sanders
and
clogging things up real quick.
Oh, really?
yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah, I
thing.
would imagine.
The drum sander.
The
Yeah, I
drum
had to blow
sander.
mine out. We have to blow the big one out once a week and the small one out once
I
every 2
should.
weeks.
but I
I take
don't.
my big backpack leaf blower and just put it up to my neighbor right at the fence line to my neighbor's property and just blow that thing out. No, they're never even there. We all have tons of property. They don't even know I'm doing it. They've never even seen it happen before.
Hey, if everybody in the chat has any questions for Jeff and Jess, be sure to ask them in the chat.
Or send us an email because we only
Yeah.
have one question for the show. I mean, it's
Oh yeah,
Get 'em in.
we got Tomaz, I believe.
Yeah, so
So, yeah.
send in questions because they're
Record a
your,
voice memo on your phone.
they're your
Send it
IT
to an email.
experts.
Daniel Langley says, "Yeah, this California
Hey.
weather sucks." He's like 30 miles north of me. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know how close that fire is, but a fire like blew up overnight. It's like 8,000
Ooh.
acres right now. It is a big fire. It's like 20 miles north. So I think it's actually, if he's in Grass Valley, so it's probably just as far from him. But it's in this spot. They can't even get crews to it. Like they can't even get people there. It's in this.
Is that why it's so hot at your house? The fire.
Yeah, that fire is what did it for sure. It raised the temperature for the whole region.
Oh.
Are you in a pretty good area, Mike?
I'm in a good
Define
area.
good.
Yeah.
Like
He's
for
in
like
the hood.
wildfire area?
Yeah, so where we're at, it's not as dense in terms of forest. I'm in the foothills, so it's not so bad here. So it's not as bad as that area for sure. And then Sean Farrell said, did they black out your power out at all this week? We didn't. We're in what's called Block 50, and Block 50 out here is where a lot of we're on the same grid as a lot of the hospitals and the first emergency responder buildings are. So we don't ever lose our power. Like we never lose our power out here. So
Lucky,
we're pretty fortunate where we're at.
I believe
Yeah,
Katrina
nice.
from PNW Farmhouse dropped the question for Jess and Jess in the chat. Will you be doing an update to your Etsy YouTube video?
Good question.
I don't know. I'm kind of not a huge fan of like the talking head type videos, but I kind of do like what you did, Mike, where you did like the live Q&A type course.
Those are fun. Oh, the class was great. Yeah.
Because it's a lot easier to. I just think it's a lot easier to like answer the questions and go down rabbit holes than just kind of planning it all out.
And Pete did something like
Yeah.
that for Etsy.
Yeah,
as
Yep.
well.
Pete did
and
one for
I
Etsy.
found the first part a little awkward too because I was just talking at the camera and like you have no feedback, and you, like audience feedback, so you don't know if you're getting across your point across, if you're making them laugh when you make a joke or whatever. And then when you open up to the Q&A, that is honestly when it like is a lot of fun because you get to just really answer the questions.
Gets the gears turning
Yep.
too.
We got another question from Michael from Tailored Forest. He says, when it comes to Etsy, what was your biggest breakthrough or aha moment that allowed you to grow the store a lot quicker?
Jess going full time.
Yeah. Man, you really got to be on them like questions, or when people message you really got to be on it. But I would say just offering variety, because you never know what items are going to take off. We always come out with items, and I would say half of them stick and half of them just kind of go off and die. And then sometimes 3 months later, something will just take off and start selling. So I would just say have variety on there and just expect 50% of them to not gain any traction, because you got to realize there's so many other people on Etsy.
Yep.
And then like when someone clicks on your listing, there's 5 other listings that are being shown directly under your images.
Yep. That's a good point. And then the nice thing is you're not holding a lot of inventory, if any. So you can really just
Barely
make
any.
whatever, exactly. So you can
So we
add-
probably could do better if we did plan ahead, but it's tough.
Yeah, you can't
If
say
we had
that
more
enough.
Speculative
What?
stuff scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Having stuff sitting around. Oh,
I hold
scares me.
inventory
Versus
because
if
it's
we were
light
more
and
niche
small.
down, we just have so many sizes and wood types. It's just kind of a lot, and it just takes up room in our guest bedroom.
Yep.
I think like Dan's bow ties, it makes sense to have stock on that for sure.
Yeah.
Pete, your stuff makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, the
Yeah,
smaller
specifically
items.
the 3D printed things. Yeah, I mean that's just a lock.
Just
I mean,
throw
you're
'em in a
gonna keep
bucket.
moving
Never
them.
changes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's a lock for sure. But I think I'm gonna go through and like slash a bunch of items off my store, because I don't want to deal with a bunch of orders this holiday because it's just too distracting.
Yeah,
So
holiday
I think I'm
season
gonna
can
like leave a handful of things.
be overwhelming if you have some good
For
variety
sure.
in there. Yeah.
I'm hoping
Just
it
had
is
stuff
overwhelming
take off
this
in
year.
the last 2 weeks. Like it was like the last 2 weeks took off. I got like, oh, I got to take those off the store. I don't ever want to make those anymore. I gotta start going through and slashing items because they're just not something I want to do.
Jeff and Jess, will you consider doing a Q&A class or training video on inlays?
Yeah,
You've been cranking out a lot of those lately.
Going back to like what Mike did with his pricing course, I've been really considering that.
You
'Cause
should.
I don't know if I really want to go the YouTube route, but I also have been considering doing like courses.
I would sign up for that.
I think the thing is with the classes. Sorry, go ahead.
Go. I was just gonna.
I was gonna say the thing is with classes, like there's like the things that are super niche like that. they're not going to do well on YouTube just in general because they're super niche.
Exactly.
Like there's a small, but the people who are super into any, it's like when there's like when you start making, I'm like if you're a guy who makes or a gal who makes custom guitar stands, like on the surface it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people who are into that, but people who have guitars and spend like $30,000 on guitars, they will spend a ton of money on a guitar stand. So if you get into like a hobby thing where it's like a niche item where you can charge, you get to determine the price. It's a good thing to get into. And that's the same with like you've really made.
Is Mike's internet doing that for anybody else?
That's
Or
a
just-
good.
Yeah,
You got it in for yourself.
Oh, Mike, you cut out
Am I
for us
losing
for a
out?
sec.
Oh, sorry, crap.
You went all robot on us.
Robot Mike.
What I was saying is, if you're, can you hear me now?
You're cutting out again a little bit.
You're slowing down like the Tin Man because you're not oiled.
It's really annoying.
But you're back on now.
Oh, you're
I think
fine.
good.
You're fine. You're back now.
Anyway,
What?
So that's how you make $1 million in the first year. So anyway,
So
what I'm saying is like it's a thing where it's one of those things where there's a small group of people, but the people who want to know it really want to learn how to do it. And if you clearly have the knowledge, you can charge for it. And I think doing a class for those really niche things makes a lot
I
of sense.
agree. And for like a
So-
40, 60-minute YouTube video, no one's going to watch it. And if people
No.
pay for it, they're more apt to like actually take in the information and
Right.
study it.
Right. And they're going to it's referential now. It's not like, I mean, they can refer back to YouTube and it makes it exclusive. All these
We
things
lost
that
you
it makes
again,
it more
Mike,
value.
for a
There's a
little
lot of things that add value to it when you put it behind it. God damn it. This is so frustrating.
Sorry, man.
All right, I'll shut up.
It's
No,
the
you're
It's
good.
not your fault. It's no.
But
It's
Jeff
not
and
good.
Jess, if you guys want to put together a class, hit me up. Like I'll tell you guys how we did it because I
Can I
ran one for
pay-
Mike and I did mine. It's basically just done
Oh,
over Zoom
I
with a
see.
moderator.
I'd like to join your class, and I'd like to pay in cheeseless Casey's pizzas.
Jesus pizzas. I'm not gonna buy new ones. It'll be the one I ordered. I'm not gonna eat it.
I want to say
3
that.
months old.
I think you guys would, you already have a site that's established to where people go for resources and for products. So putting it behind a paywall on your site might be an option that you can do too. Or if you have YouTube Subscribe, I think you can do is it YouTube
haven't
Subscribe
got
or what's the
Instagram.
paywall, the Patreon
Oh,
version
yeah.
of YouTube?
YouTube has that as well.
Yeah, they have their own like separate thing where you can put videos behind a paywall, which is an option
Yeah.
for people.
I think they call theirs membership.
Whatever it is, everyone's
all-
got their
yeah,
own
they're all-
thing.
They're all
I
the same.
still that class still gets bought. I haven't even mentioned it in weeks, and I really should, but that class gets bought several times a week still. So I mean, it's a value. It's a valuable thing. So people will keep continually buying it if you just have to mention it once. So
Well, it's hard to find that type of information without like just like the bogus blogs you see that are endless on
it's a
Google.
name you trust. It's a name you trust. That's the bottom line. I mean, it's
Yeah.
someone you know. So it's good. It's got a high value. Classes offer a lot, and it's targeted. It's going right to the people who want to get it because they're paying for it.
And Mike, you didn't even offer the Q&A as part of the after the fact class, right? That was just live.
I did.
Oh, you did keep.
No,
it.
I did.
Okay, you did keep.
Yeah,
it.
I made it. That I think that there was too much high value content
Okay.
there. Like my thing was good, but I made it. I added all 2 hours. Like the questions were so good,
Mhm.
and the people in there were so into it and asking such good questions. Like I had to include all of it. It was just too good.
Because I think
Like as I was editing it.
it would be good. Like you can almost make like a trailer for that class on a YouTube, like on your YouTube channel, and still get some relevant content out there. But like for the full class, go click the link below or whatever. You could still get
Yeah, I agree with that.
like 10, maybe 15 minutes out there. Not even.
I mean, heck, I've seen several other woodworkers do similar stuff to that. I mean, Mark Spagnola, Mark Spaghetti. He does stuff like that for the guild, and
Yeah, he's got a guild. He's got the whole.
Steve Ramsey, not Steve Ramsey. Yeah, Steve Ramsey.
He's got something like that too, don't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
Also,
from,
Vondraska, Woodworkers Guild.
yeah,
George
Von Driscoll.
George.
Yeah.
George.
yeah. I think that's a great idea. Little passive income.
Absolutely. I mean, you gotta have other options. Plus, I mean, we're willing to actually share this information. It's just like gotta make it worth your time.
Got another question from Michael over at Tailored Forest. Have you done the math on what the odds were that two people got together who had dogs named Moose?
Man,
Actually, very common in their area.
I mean, Moose is a common dog name, but geesh. She just thought I was a straight creep and knew what her dog's name was. A little bit of
My dog's name's Moose, and I'm also wearing pink underwear. What
the hell?
Browenwood. Browenwood is the sensei.
Brolin?
No,
Brolinwood.
It's just
Broin.
Browenwood. He's my
It's
sensei.
not Broin. Oh, I gotcha.
grow in.
The person that taught you about the inlays, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Nick.
By the way, now I'm really imagining after Dan asked that question, or Taylor Ford has asked that question, like, what if Jeff's dog was actually something different, but he, just to impress Jess, like changed it on a spot and has been living
Just
a
changed
lie?
his name.
Would that really be impressive, though? I mean, I
just like-
feel like you have greater odds
and the
of
dog,
ruining
like,
your
caught
chances.
on. Like, oh, okay, that's my name now. Cool.
He's like, okay.
Yep, it's fine.
Okay, whatever.
Adam Barnett said the odds are about 1 in 45.
145. In that region.
In Wisconsin, yes.
So we only got one question in from Thomas.
We did. Let me, which is nice. We can just do a lot of blabbing, and I can talk about IWF, which we didn't get to do
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely want to hear about it. I'm
were
sure
you
other
guys
people
there?
do too as well.
Did you guys always? No, you didn't go. Oh.
I will go next year.
Do you go to any conferences?
I think we're gonna go next year too. Me and Dan. Dan
Work
and I.
French Con.
No, IWF is every 2 years, so next year is what?
It's in Vegas.
AWFS or whatever?
Yeah, next
In
year's
Vegas?
AWFS.
Same thing. I don't care. I'd rather go to Vegas anyway. Atlanta sucks.
I agree with
Atlanta
that sentiment.
super sucks, except for this place we did karaoke one night was absolutely amazing.
The
and
church
I can't wait
do
for Work
something?
French Con.
Did you
Yeah.
do karaoke?
Yeah, me and Shaper Sean did. It was amazing.
I will rip up karaoke. You don't
we
even wanna
did
know.
we did Frank Sinatra, My Way.
Wow.
It was good.
I saw your video, Dan, and I disagree.
Why you gotta hate on me?
It was
Always
decent.
hating on me. You know, if it's not the PVC, it's the singing. I
What's
can't impress
next?
you. I can't
What
impress
is
you at all.
next?
Inlay was questionable.
I did it, and I showed how amazing it
Oh,
was.
you sure
Don't forget.
did. How many of
You
those
did
you
it
sell?
and you
epic.
showed it.
PVC.
Here, let me take the screen over real quick, and I'll do this question from Thomas,
Thomas.
our buddy from France. Francois.
From
All right,
France.
here we go. France.
The French are celebrating today.
I don't think so.
They don't like the English.
French.
He's got his own music. He's crazy.
Okay, so let's look at the question checklist first. Don't speak
Quiet.
in French. Don't mention Instagram boobs. Ask clear
Don't
question.
mention
You don't want to be called Dum Dum again, do you? Alright. Short, clear, and straight to the point. Hey guys, it's Thomas from France again, and here are my questions. What is your favorite wood? Also,
This guy's an idiot.
what are the advantages and disadvantages to work with your partner?
Good question.
And what is your best advice for a successful Etsy shop? Merci à plus. Oh shit, it was French.
Don't worry,
Thomas.
he sends a transcript along. We'll transcribe it in the actual show.
Yeah,
And we're not answering that question in the pre-show. That's just a teaser.
Ugh. Chest cold.
Did he kick off that question with "Don't mention Instagram boobs"? Is that what he said?
Yeah, he did.
That's what they call reels
like
over
that.
there.
He's getting spicy.
Oh,
is that what the
speaking
French
of
call the
boobs,
reels?
Hey everyone, there's 27 people watching, only 8 likes. So give me a boob up.
Ooh, I can do that.
Yeah.
5 likes.
Hello. Let's go. We
Oh, now we lost
people
people live chat. There we go.
Chad B says the Las Vegas show is smaller. I assume he's
Yeah, I mean,
Talking about
it's the American
AWFS.
show. IWF is the international show.
Whoa.
see,
is a
that does
smaller
make
show.
sense because
Yeah, but
I don't
Vegas
know.
is so much more
I
fun
feel
than-
like
It's
the
gonna be
USA
so
is
fun in
bigger than the
Vegas.
world.
All right,
America's
Nebraska. No, wait. I am looking forward to that event. That'll be a lot of fun for sure. I mean, honestly, like all the international companies that were there were like massive machines as big as half my house. Like there were robots moving whole sheets of melamine onto CNCs that were bigger than my house. It was wild. Like some of those machines were just
Yeah,
massive.
Izzy
I
can
felt
do
like
that.
most of the
Like
stuff
on-
there wouldn't really pertain to any of us.
One building was so there. It was. I'll talk about it in the show, but one building, the A building, had more of like the under 10 person shop tools in there, like stuff we'd see like 20-inch planers, jointers, stuff like that.
The poor people.
That's where that's where you'd find like Rubio, Type Bond, Shaper was in there, Panterata was in there. There's a handful like Bandful. Yeah. And then you go into the other buildings and it's like none of those people have ever touched a tool. They're walking around in 3-piece suits with their company's checkbook about to buy a $3 million robot that does the work of 25 people in a cabinet shop. Like that was what it was over there. So yeah, it was like it was crazy.
And
it's a different world.
You keep saying buildings. There was multiple buildings. Wasn't it
Georgia
one
World
giant?
Congress is gigantic. Like it is that building is unbelievably large. Every single day I got lost in that event.
Damn.
There was a solid hour and a half where Amanda Russell and I were lost for an hour and a half. We couldn't find our way back to building A. It was a long trip trying to get back. So every single day I'd be like, oh, I haven't recognized that pillar. And then I'd be like, oh shit, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm at. So it was ridiculous, but it's pretty cool. There's a ton of stuff. So
was there a lot of, it seemed like not a massive group of like content creators or
like 30 or 40.
Yeah.
But they're trying to ramp that up, aren't they? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah. They're trying to like bring content creators into the fold for that. So
hey, so what does Dan have to do to get invited?
Here's a $3 million machine.
Sing and dance.
4 reels, 4 stories, and a YouTube video.
I just sing and dance and throw sawdust in the air.
I mean, whatever you're doing, it's working.
That's true. Miter holes.
Yeah.
Do you believe? That's what Dan sings, I assume. Anything
Do you
Cher?
believe in life after love?
Oh, God.
My Cher.
Scarred for life.
Please don't share that again.
Okay. I'll
okay.
I'll Bono it. You know what I mean?
Don't ski into a tree. I need to turn on my do not disturb.
I don't know if you know this about Nebraska. There are no ski mountains.
There's also no trees.
That's pretty safe. There's plenty of trees.
It's like flat, gross. There's nothing there. Is it just cornfields?
No, I actually live in the hills.
Dan lives on the
like
only
Indiana, where it's just like nothing.
I live in the hill.
Lee from Regal Street has a question. Filling in an end grain carve with epoxy, would you hit it first with clear epoxy or sanding sealer before pigmented epoxy?
I would definitely use at least like a water-based poly, especially with the end grain, because it's going to soak up so much of that color. Anything clear, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah.
And then Michael's got another one. Michael's coming in hot with all the questions. How confident were you that lasering a pumpkin pie would work? Also, who ate the first slice?
I saw other people do it, so I was like, okay, this is gonna work. But then I did it.
Oh, so it wasn't your original idea. You just stole it from somebody else?
Oh, no, I totally stole it from somebody. Yeah.
See, PVC, that's an original idea. Just saying.
Crazy enough.
But yeah, the air says blew up big old giant.
Sorry.
Yeah, have you ever thought about putting PVC in a pumpkin pie?
Nope.
Have you ever thought about lasering a PVC? It's fine, right? It's fine.
Yeah, breathe it in.
I'm so tired.
It's really good.
Why would tired?
PVC fumes are wonderful.
You'll live your life like Mike's internet connection.
What's the other big no-nos? PVC, epoxy, and there's like another one that's like a huge no-no. It's not just toxic, but it just like cakes on everything.
Human skin.
Dude, there's this video I saw. I'll never forget this. Of course, it was some crazy Russians. The dude was tattooing his arm with a laser.
I saw that.
Yeah. And I was like,
I didn't see such a thing.
That is the dumbest thing. And also, like, technically, yeah, that would absolutely work.
It was like a fiber laser.
Yeah.
And he like put his forearm under it.
Oh, no,
like,
I saw it was a CO2 laser. It was going back and forth. It wasn't a fiber.
It's not working.
Yeah. Your dog's going nuts.
Oh yeah, Max is all about it.
I mean, listen, we might be like a couple years away from that actually happening. With like
laser tattoos,
becoming, like,
handheld laser tattooers. Ooh, Shaper Origin laser tattoo CNCs. Take it to your patient, customer.
Shaper Sean can make it happen.
Shaper Sean, actually, imagine if they made a fiber laser that you could just carry and like do the engraving. They could do it. Be pretty cool.
You move it along.
Yeah.
There's a laser out there. I think I shared it with you guys. If not, I don't know. But like, it runs on track, so it's a pretty small, compact laser, and you put it down, and it'll like run on a track and just kind of like move along like a big tabletop.
Oh,
Didn't I share that with you guys?
yeah, it was on one of
I
those.
can't remember the name of
I
it.
get like 4 emails a day.
Yeah, but
So-
some random one, or
Is
the
it
one that like it's a
pecker?
scan gun.
Is it
that,
the like something pecker
prints
or something
on-
like that? A laser pecker or something like that? Is that what it is? I think that one.
Yeah, I think I saw the Southern Craftsman share
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
can't
it was
remember the name
Ty.
of it.
Yeah.
It was Ty Shaheen. Yeah, I think it's the pecker or something. It's
Okay,
Ty who
yeah.
has that one.
It
Yeah, I
looked
think you're.
cool.
It looked like it worked fine. He's been
Yeah.
doing his logo and stuff. But when I was at IWF, they had this. I know we've all probably seen it, but it's like a CNC. It looks like a steampunk origin, like Shaper origin, but it's on like cables to move it around and stuff on the table. It looked super clunky, and like the guys were really excited. The guys who were sharing it were like super
yeah, I've
excited
seen
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
But that thing looked super dumb. Like I couldn't.
Every
even, like,
time I
take
see
it
that one, it's like
seriously.
standing up almost
Oh,
vertically.
Yeah, what's that CNC
Yeah,
that's up against the wall?
It can do that too. It can do it. You can do it vertically or horizontally, but it was like super clunky, and it has its own dust collection built in, which was pretty small. It was just, it did not look great.
I know
so.
people use those CNCs, those like wall ones with like where you
Yeah,
put like
yeah.
bricks at the
With
end.
the cables.
I don't know, man.
It worked though. I don't know how accurate it is,
I know, but
it's
can't,
interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. That's a perfect way to put it. I mean, granted, you
Yeah,
can do
laser
large
peck.
cuts, but
Laser pecker. No, a peckering laser.
peckering laser,
Or
pecorino.
yeah, whatever. I can't. I got jokes in there, but I can't.
Ty's
get
showing
them
off
out.
his pecker on Instagram. He's gonna lose an account
All
that
right.
way. Oh, was that the line?
Or just click on a link in an email that you got randomly.
Oh
That's what I
gosh.
do, too.
Oh, I get so many. I hate the ones that like just look like follow-ups, or they'll like keep replying to their own email like, "Hey, in response to your last
that's
thing," I'm
spam,
like,
dude. Spam right away.
I'm like, do you think this works? Some like
Black
chick
and
named
Decker
Rebecca kept
pecker wrecker.
emailing
How
me.
do they keep going?
Black and Decker.
The thing is, like,
It's Black and
those
Pecker.
emails or messages have to work, otherwise they wouldn't continue to do it. That's what's so
Exactly.
infuriating.
For sure. There's always
Same
dum
with your
dums who are going to
extended
click
warranty.
those. Yeah, there's for sure dum dums out
Some
there.
old person still buying into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although
jeez.
honestly, we got a recent email for one of the sponsorships we have for the pod, and it came from someone completely different from the same company, and I was like, "Oh, this is spam." And then I go, "Wait, this company name sounds familiar. Why do I remember it?" And I couldn't remember if
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like a reoccurring spam. It's like, "Oh no, it's from another email chain.
Oh no.
It's not spam."
Oh no.
I think I know what you're talking about. I saw that one too, and I questioned it right off the bat.
Because of course, it starts doing, because I don't know about you guys, but my Norton ran out, and they just re-upped it for me.
Oh,
I have to know
really?
that number. Yeah, Norton antivirus. So it looked like that. I was like, is this fake? Oh no, it's real.
I got a DM from another woodworker yesterday or early this morning, and they're trying to sell me on 28,000 bitcoins or something, and I was like, gosh, come on, how do you fall for this crap? Who actually falls for these
Do you
emails
know how
or
many
these
bitcoins
DMs?
that is?
It's like
28,000 bitcoins is like, I can't even tell you how many dollars.
well,
Bajillion.
it's like
$700,000.
$20,000.
Like 23,000 right now.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is down quite a bit
Because
Last
of
time
the
I
queen.
checked.
Still a lot.
because of the
Because
queen.
of the queen.
Damn the queen.
The queen.
Well, let me just tell you, I bought into Bitcoin when it was at 29,000, and it's now down to 19,000. So I'm super watching it.
You should have bought it at like 50,000. That's when the buy-in was.
So yeah, you want to buy high, sell eventually. Or
Sell-
buy
sell
high
lower.
and hold. And don't tell your wife.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't tell Kayla much of anything about what I'm losing my money on.
Good thing she doesn't listen to this. Ooh.
Yeah, Bitcoin is currently at $19,000.
I just love for Kayla to like walk in behind Dan right now.
Just smack him
Where
in
the
the
camera
head.
like pans up. Oh, honey.
How did you get here?
Or Dan playing all tough. I tell Kayla what to do with the money.
Yeah.
Just check behind him. Who's that? Sean? Oh, is that Shaper? No, that's not Shaper Sean in there.
No,
No.
Different
No.
Sean.
different Sean.
What's his last name? I forget.
Kirsch.
That's what it is.
Very close.
Great.
You guys want to get into the show? Or do we want to
Yeah.
hanging out here?
I don't know what else we can
There's
chat
nothing else to
about. I mean, we already talked about the Queen. We talked about the pizza situation.
I mean, that's kind of the highlight of our day.
Pizza fiasco.
Lupe fiasco.
Ooh.
Jeff,
There's a reference.
are you growing out your hair for a reason, or is it just to look good?
Or are you trying to save money on haircuts?
Bingo.
Save money.
You don't get to Mexico by getting haircuts every 2 weeks. You gotta set aside money.
You got to cut something out.
Yeah, you gotta get something out.
Sell it on
Oddly enough,
OnlyFans.
haircuts.
Yeah. Jeff's got an OnlyFans. Go check it out. Support their trip.
Mike does.
Yeah, I legit do.
Don't you pay like a maintenance fee every month?
No, I don't pay any
Oh,
money.
is
I'm
it?
not paying
Okay.
it's free. Joke. It's free.
For a
OnlyFans.com/coffee custom builds. Go check it out.
Yeah.
For all
It's a
your,
joke, though.
you know,
It's a joke. It's a
for
joke.
all
Go
your
check it out.
woodworking needs.
Just like our stupid
For real.
Yelp page.
For real, subscribe. I'll do stuff.
$5.99 a month.
Jeff, did you know that we have a Yelp
Oh.
page?
What?
Another Woodshop podcast has a Yelp page. Where
Was this a
we're
brag?
recording
I don't think this
studio.
is the brag you think it is, Pete.
I know it is. It's pretty interesting. We were like
interesting.
we were
That's where
locking
people
down.
go to complain.
I know.
Hey,
we
speaking
locked down,
of-
like every domain, and we asked for reviews, and they came in, and they're confusing.
Speaking of, I think Mike mentioned the IG subscribers thing real quick. What are you allowed to do like more racy stuff on there? Like could you show your subscribers your feed or anything like that and be like,
I do business stuff on mine. I talk
Oh,
like really
right,
specifically about
right.
business
Right.
stuff.
oh, business, yeah.
I don't like drop trow and whatnot.
I mean,
Yeah.
that might be something I offer if they ever let me do the subscriber thing.
Dan's whole plan just
I didn't
like,
get that yet either.
did a U-turn.
Maybe that's why they're not offering it to me. They heard.
Oh god. Just,
We saw your videos
just
done lab.
topless woodworking advice from Dan.
You bet.
All right, let's hop out of here.
Coming soon to an IG near you.
All right, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks Jeff and Jess
Yeah,
for
thanks
joining
for
us, and we'll see you guys next week. Mike, who do we have next week? Do we have?
Hold on.
Oh.
Sean asked, "What's the lead time on beans after the initial launch?" They get roasted every Thursday and Friday, and they ship out on Monday. So whatever, if you order on Monday, they'll ship out the next Monday. Anyway.
I thought that was a question for Jeff and Jess, and I was confused about the beans.
Spill the beans.
Next week,
Do we have no
let
one?
me see.
I don't think
We have no one locked for next week. We have Michael Alm the week of the 22nd.
We are in talks with having Casey Reeves on to talk about his situation,
Yep.
but we haven't locked down a date yet.
Actually, you know what? I need to text him because I think Casey might be next week.
Yeah,
Hold on. I need
Yeah,
to go
that's
back
why
and
I
look.
kind of
Schmeezy Schmeeves.
So.
So
maybe
he'll-
Probably
Casey Reeves
Casey
next
Reeves.
week.
He can
Stay
talk to
tuned.
us about how he
lost
how
his
he
account.
thought that
How he
his
fell
Norton
for the Bitcoin
antivirus-
scam.
I thought his Norton antivirus was expired,
loaded.
and he clicked a link.
He just won't stop buying Norton. All right, so thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next week. I love you all. Bye bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, I cracked. I'm not going through puberty, I swear.